Okay, so now we're gonna go to number 12 in sample exam 1 Chem 11. This one is a long question. If you read it, it says some long distance communication is done via these geosynchronous satellites. The satellites are about 40,000 kilometers above Earth. Okay, so that's the distance, right? And then at that height, they remain over a specific position on Earth because they're traveling at the same speed the Earth is turning. And then it says if you make a long distance phone call, there is a delay in the signal, which the signal travels at the speed of light to get from one person to the other. So how long approximately does it take the signal to travel from the Earth up to such a satellite? The speed of light is 3 times 10 to the 8th meter per second. One of the issues with these type of problems is people sometimes misunderstand, or they read it and they just don't understand how to interpret the problem. And that's one of the key skills you have to develop in chemistry. The idea here is that this is the Earth, and then you have some satellite here, and the distance here is that 40,000 kilometers. So you're on Earth here, you're making a phone call. The signal, which is coming in the form of radio waves, they have to travel all the way to the satellite, and then they have to travel back to here, to this person that you're making a phone call to. So the question is just how long does it take for the signal to get from your location all the way to the satellite, if there's a certain speed that this wave is traveling to hit that satellite. It is just a question of dimensional analysis. So you're given the speed, which has a unit of meters per second, and then you're given the distance, which has a unit of kilometer, which of course can be converted to meter. How do you work with these two quantities to give you time? I want time, which is in some units of seconds in the end. What I need to do is take the distance and then multiply that with the inverse of the speed, right? So meter per second is the speed, but then we're doing second per meter, which is the inverse. So it's like taking the distance and dividing. So that's really the operation that you need to do mathematically. So now we're going to put in some numbers here. So time is going to equal distance. Distance is 4 times 10 to the 4th kilometer. So remember, we want to multiply by the inverse of the speed. So in this case, the speed is 3 times 10 to the 8 meter per second. So every 1 second goes by that distance. Now again, we're not going to be able to cancel these units out, except if we could do a quick conversion here. So meter and kilometer conversion, 1,000. So when you do that, then you can see that this cancels, that cancels. So your final unit is just seconds, which is exactly what you're looking for. You get 1.3 times 10 to the minus 1 second. And so the closest answer in the selection for that is 0.1 second.